What's going on, you guys? Brawl Star right here, coming back at you with another video. So, if you guys are not aware, the Brawl Stars team did release another balance change update. So, very close to the other one, but it was pretty apparent that some changes needed to be made. So, we're going to be jumping into that right now. Alright, you guys, so for this balance changes, we're going to be jumping into the characters first. But what I've noticed so far is that the first balance change almost seemed like kind of like a platform. So where they released it, the Brawl Stars team kind of took in the people who played the game's feedback and made changes again from there. So we're going to be jumping into the characters first. So as you can see, Shelly did get that nerf that most of us were hoping for. So her reload time increased to 1.5 seconds from 1.2 seconds. Her main attack range decreased to 6.66 tiles from 7.66 tiles, and her main attack shells are spread further apart. So the reasoning behind this is that they wanted Shelly to be able to be more of like a closer range character because she was too good at the mid-range poke damage. So they wanted her to fit that shotgun role a bit more appropriately. So they bumped down her range, spread out her range, just so she can't do a bunch of damage from that mid-range. Also, they increased her reload time because they wanted her not to stay in the fight as long as she did before. So I definitely agree with this nerf. Shelly definitely needed it. So yeah, I'm happy about this. Also, Piper did get the nerf as well. We were suspecting it in the first balance change, so we were a little bit disappointed that we didn't get it, but they corrected it in the second one. So as you can see, her main attack damage decreased to 440 from 460, and her super damage decreased to 200 from 300. So her damage wasn't decreased a whole lot. She's still going to do a bunch of damage with her main attack, but where the main change was with her super. So they said that they wanted to make it so her super wasn't such like a damage creator. They wanted it to be more as an escape like it was designed for. So I definitely agree with the Piper. She's still going to be good in the game because she still does a lot of damage. They only took off 20, so she's still very good. Now Jessie, I am super excited about Jessie. As you can see, her main attack damage increased to 160 from 140. Now, I was talking about this a little bit before, that I felt like Jessie was a little bit too weak against like the tankier characters. So I do agree with this damage increase. Her super, now I really am excited about this one. Her super rate of fire improved. Scrappy, her turret now shoots faster. Time between shots to 1.25 seconds from 1.35 seconds, or 0.35 seconds, and bullet speed increased by 33%. So I'm starting to get a sense of how, you know, Jessie and Nita were the two like utility players, the two utility brawlers. So it was almost like a switch from Nita to Jessie, where Jessie is now like the main utility player. Her super is going to be insane. Like the rate of fire increase on Scrappy is going to be awesome. I'm really excited about what she can do now, and I can't wait to start playing with her. Also, Crow, I forgot to mention this in my last update video, or the balance chain video, that I felt like Crow was a little bit underwhelmed as like a legendary character, like where Spike was crazy good. He still is crazy good, but Crow just didn't feel like a legendary character because his damage was really not that good to be picking up those kills and whatnot. So as you can see, both his main attack and his super damage increased to 80 from 60 per knife. So that's going to be able to increase his damage output, helping him with his finishing power. Also, his poison damage decreased to 80 from 90. So they flipped them, almost like the damage was a little bit less important, which it is. I feel like the poison helps a lot with, so the other brawlers won't be able to regain their health as fast. So the other team can jump in and get the kill quicker. But I do like the increase on his knives, just because he lacked that finishing power, as you can see in their explanation for it. So I do like this. I don't have him, but I did think that Crow was not that good of a legendary, so I do agree with this. Another one that I'm super excited for, Dynamite Mike. His main attack damage increased to 180 from 160 per dynamite stick. Super damage increased to 540 from 500 Both main attack and super projectiles deploy faster. Explode time decreased to 1.4 seconds from 1.5. So basically Dynamite Mike just got a huge buff, an overall buff to his character. He's just gonna, they said in the description that his more firepower and his faster deploy time is just gonna make him more fun of a character to play. I do like this. I felt like Dynamite Mike, and as you can see below him, Barley did get a buff as well. They both were a little bit underwhelming. They weren't all that good of characters, which I feel like they did deserve a buff. So I do enjoy the Dynamite Mike getting a huge buff. It's going to be awesome playing with him. Barley, main attack and super damage increased to 140 from 120 per tick. Main attack bottles fly 16% faster, super bottles fly 8% faster. So basically Barley's going to be doing more damage, and it's going to be much easier to lead your shots and do more damage. So their reasoning behind this is that they wanted him to be more playable in other game modes other than Heist. So same with Dynamite Mike, you're going to be seeing Barley's and Dynamite Mike's played in different game modes more often. So really excited about that. I'm happy to be seeing new characters in the meta. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Bo's reload time decreased to 1.7 seconds from 2 seconds. So basically, they just said that decreasing Bo's reload time gives him more anti-denial ability and strengthens his role as a ranged anti-denial tank. So basically what this means is Bo wasn't really meant to do a whole lot of damage, which he can do with his mines, but Bo is good for getting position on the map. So like in Smash and Grab, pushing him back with his shot, area denial like they say in the description. Being able to push him back, keeping control of that center mine. So with this faster reload speed, it's going to be much easier to do that. So I like that. Bo is one of my favorite epics, so I do agree with this change. I like it a lot. Now this one, Colt. I don't know if you guys might not know yet, or by now, that Colt is one of my favorite brawlers by far. His main attack bullets fly 9% faster and range increased to 10.66 tiles from 10 tiles. So the reason behind this is that Ricochet got the buff in the last update. His health was bumped up 100 to match Colt's, so they both were at a base health, are now at a base health of 600. So they felt like this change to Ricochet kind of made Colt kind of irrelevant to play. So what they do, they bumped up his attack speed and increased his range. So it's a little bit more equivalent to Ricochet. So I do like this. It's going to be much easier to dish out the damage and line up your shots against other people. So I think Colt is going to be very good now, and I'm super excited about it. Both minor nerf, as you can see, his reload time increased to 1.6 seconds from 1.5, and their reasoning behind this, giving Bull a slight increase in his reload speed will keep his attack a bit slower than Shelly's. So they didn't want Shelly and Bull's roles to be super close together, so they wanted to make it so Bull is more the tank, Shelly is more the shotgunner, which they both do similar things, but they didn't want them to be too similar. And then the only changes to the game modes is to Showdown. So power up box damage boost decreased to 10% from 15%. Decreasing the damage from boosts should now make end game fights last a bit longer. So we're going to be jumping into some game modes. We're going to be testing out some of the characters, some of the ones that I'm most excited about. So we're going to be jumping into those right now. Alright, so the first game that we're going to be jumping into is Showdown. We're going to be using Dynamite Mike. A few of you in the comments have been saying that he's great on Showdown, so what better way to test out his buff and the changes to Showdown by playing him on Showdown. So I gotta admit that Dynamite Mike isn't my favorite brawler in the world, but I am curious to see how he changed and how good he is on Showdown. So we're going to be testing him out. Basically the approach is going to be play it safe, don't go in for the attacks or to the people too much. We're going to be just getting crates and piling up as many elixirs as we can before we get down to the last couple people. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to keep our distance. We're going to be checking the brush. It tends to seem that El Primos like to hang out in the brush and wait for people to come strolling along. So looks like this El Primo's down here. I don't know if we want to mess around with that. We might just back off, maybe go around the outsides of the map to check to see if anyone left any brawl or the crates. As you can see, we hit a little patch of Wi-Fi. But that's alright, nothing important happened there. Okay, so we're sitting at 7 brawlers left. Oh, someone's using a Jesse in Showdown. That's interesting. Looks like we got this El Primo. We're gonna use the being able to throw over the walls to our advantage. Keep our distance from the brawlers. We got 5 brawlers remaining. So I can see why Dynamite Mike could be somewhat good at Showdown, just because he outlasts everyone very well. He doesn't have to get close to attack them, so he doesn't take much damage. So yeah, where are all these people at? I feel like they're all congested somewhere on the map. Okay, so here's a couple. See if we can't kill this El Primo. Maybe he's got a super. Okay, looks like we got a little too close there. Okay, so that was a dumb move on my part. I got too close. We did good damage to him, so definitely the damage increase, you can tell. I think we did 3 shots to El Primo, and we did some good damage. So took what, 4th place? So not bad at all. I could see why Dynamite Mike would be good on Showdown, definitely. But the next character that I want to test out, the one that I'm most excited for, or one of them that I am excited for, is Jessie. I really want to see what her super is all about, how fast the turret now shoots, and if it's going to make a big difference in Showdown. So let's test her out. Now I don't have any elixirs put into her, so we'll see how she is in her basic form. So usually Shelly's like to go right up in this, right along this tall brush. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so as you can see, we're doing that 160 damage. I'm liking that. Contesting the bowl a little bit more. I'm just excited to see what that special is all about. So our team isn't doing very good. We gotta get up in there. Looks like Bull's doing a great job. Okay, might be taking a death on that one. Yep. So Shelly popped out of the brush there. So not much we can do. All right. So smart thing to do if we were on a team that was playing together would be to wait for the team to get back and push up together. So we'll see what this turret can do. Okay, so it is shooting way faster. Okay, so it looks like they are counting down. They might win here. Our team kind of got destroyed, but that's okay. I just really wanted to see what the Jessie was all about. Oh, wow. Brock's special is still good. Didn't get changed, which is great. I enjoy Brock's special, but yeah, so there's an example of Jessie's special. Didn't do too good in the game, but I am excited to see how good Jessie can be with this buff. So that's going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was a bit longer of a video, but hope you guys are excited for the balance change. I know I am. A lot of cool buffs, a lot of interesting things coming in the game. So why don't you guys leave a like on the video, comment below also what you think of this update compared to the other balance change. I would really appreciate it. Also hit that subscribe button to support the channel. I'd really appreciate that as well. So with that being said, everyone, keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.